Right now at 6, this week marks 1 year since Hurricane Helene ripped through western North Carolina. The storm took more than 100 lives in our state and caused more than $50 billion in damage. Thank you for joining us. I'm Vanessa Rufus. Our week-long coverage of the storm's impact and the process to rebuild begins tonight with WCNC Charlotte anchor Colin Mayfield. Colin, you're joining us live from Boone. We know this is one of the areas that really took a beating from the storm. How are things looking out there now 1 year later?
Well, as you know, Vanessa, things look good, obviously, if you're looking straight on from the facade, but there's a lot of work going on in the background. As you alluded to, we got really our first perspective of King Street and really what Hurricane Helene was doing to western North Carolina when we saw that rushing water down King Street here in Boone. Our first images of what was to be the massive devastation, not just here in Boone, but across western North Carolina. And that's why we're here throughout this week, starting tonight. Not just me, you will obviously be up here as well. Brad is going to be here in western North Carolina, and many of our colleagues at WCNC Charlotte will be up here in Boone and throughout western North Carolina, highlighting the work that's been done, the work that still needs to be done, and all the stories still in between that need to be told. So that's what we'll be doing throughout this week. But I do want to go to a story that warmed the hearts of many across the nation a year ago. Jamie, a little boy, and Tucker, his rescue dog, he was literally rescued by Tucker. Jamie was under 12 feet of rubble from Hurricane Helene. Our Michelle Bowden checks in with both Tucker and Jamie to see how they're doing tonight.
It is hard to imagine anyone making it out of this pile of debris alive. Incredibly, the whole family survived, and tonight, a happy update about their new home.
And I still got Tucker, so I'm fine.
The bond between Jamie and Tucker is as strong as ever.
That's my dog, Tucky.
Why is he so amazing?
Because he saved me. Hello.
Tucker is the family's rescue pup who literally rescued Jamie.
It probably would have died if it wasn't for Tucker.
We first met the Asheville area family last fall when Jamie was in the hospital being treated for his injuries.
It was terrifying.
Jamie's grandparents and his sister Gemma were all home when a mudslide from Hurricane Helene shredded their house, burying Jamie in 12 feet of rubble.
It felt like forever down there. If I couldn't see sunlight or nothing, I just felt water dripping on me. I thought I was either going to drown or run out of air.
But Tucker saved the day, standing over the pile of rubble, telling rescuers exactly where to find Jamie.
You're excited, aren't you?
He's now fully recovered physically, but struggles with memories from the storm.
Loud noises. Specifically because it shakes the house when it's bad.
The family is in a temporary home right now.
You know, we lost everything except the clothes on our back.
Jamie struggles when they drive past their old home.
I closed my eyes.
Why?
Scary. And also all my stuff is destroyed, so.
But it's all still there, untouched a year later. They say the Army Corps of Engineers was supposed to do the cleanup, but never came.
We've been trying to get help, but I guess the government has shut down some funding and programs.
They're getting help, though, from so many others. At the time of the storm, they had just 2 payments left on their mortgage. An anonymous donor paid that, and Habitat for Humanity is building them a new home just down the road from the old one.
Well, because we did the interview then, there were some donations that went to Transylvania Habitat for Humanity from those.
It is overwhelming. It is wonderful. We were so busy answering the phone and answering emails and processing donations, and they weren't all huge. Sometimes they would be $5, $10, $20, whatever people could give.
It is almost enough to pay for the new house.
What do you want to say to all the people who have donated so that you guys can get a new house?
They're amazing.
There is still a long way to go to get them into their new home. So if you're interested in donating and being a part of the community that has helped them this far, we've got all the information you need on our website. We'll get you to Habitat for Humanity in this area. Reporting in Transylvania County, Michelle Bowden, WCNC Charlotte.
Yeah, and we can't say it enough. There are a lot of families like Jamie and Tucker's right now who are going through the same thing. In fact, much of Boone, many of western North Carolina businesses and other residents have lived on philanthropic efforts over the last year. That's why we're here. We want to raise awareness and continue to highlight this situation, because the debris, obviously, and the rebuilding is not going anywhere. It's necessary, obviously, to continue to tell these stories here, not only in Boone, but across Western North Carolina. So that's why we're here. We'll continue to be here for the next couple of days here. Vanessa, back to you.
Yeah, so much work left to be done. And I know that we're all looking forward to telling different stories from different parts of Western North Carolina and different aspects of this hurricane recovery. Colin, thank you so much. Folks, as Colin mentioned, we will be live all week long from Western North Carolina. In the coming days, you'll see stories of survival, the check on the progress that is being made, what still needs to be done. You can watch throughout the week right here on WCNC Charlotte and over on WCNC Plus.